I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. brought hope and healing to America with his galvanizing words and inspirational actions. He fought for freedom, justice, and equality under the constant threat of beatings and bombings. Today, we celebrate his life and legacy.
I went to a predominantly African-American elementary school, so when that day or that weekend came around, we celebrated, whether it be going to parades or throwing different events at the school, or even going to, museums. We found a way to celebrate him.
A peaceful and self-described pacifist, Dr. King went to jail a total of 29 times in his life, fighting for the freedom of others. He was the driving force behind watershed events like the Montgomery bus boycott and the 1963 March on Washington, which helped bring about such landmark legislation as the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act.
Martin Luther King was not just fighting for one race or one people, but he was fighting for all of us. So it means equality for every man and woman.
He fought for economic equality, affordable housing, and labor rights. Dr. King was the youngest man ever to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 and is remembered each year on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a federal holiday since 1986.
We all know what MLK Day is. We know exactly what he did. So when the day comes around, I think it's just very important that we continue to celebrate that and live through his dream.
Today, we recognize and remember his legacy of service while being inspired to serve in our own way.
So growing up in my family, it was not a day off. It was not, hey, let's relax, let's chill. No, it was a day of service. Get up and do something. Get out and help somebody in the community. It is a hands-on day. So I grew up with parents who were involved with the NAACP. So for us, we always had a service project that we would focus on. We were always giving back, always feeding the hungry during that time, doing something to make sure that we were serving because of a great man and an example that served in our country.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that.
And when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God.